So this is the sound you can expect to hear. Look at that, it is actually chasing me, all automatic. There is not a car that actually has the official license plate RWB here in Korea, Bato I told you about. And it's got the gigantic, oh my god, I thought that was the end. Tirreno, and it does not stop there. AE86 in KDM version, if you will. RSGK2. I am reviewing the car seats, all right? Don't get me wrong. Look at this thing hanging off. Welcome to Cars in Korea. I introduce newly released Genesis Hyundai and Kia cars. Today's video is about must-visit places when you're here in Korea as a car enthusiast at this Kintex, K-I-N-T-E-X. I almost want to say it is like the Korean version of SEMA, if you will. And that is 2024 Auto Salon. That's happening here at Kintex. If you guys are here to check out the footage with DJI Neo and DJI Osmo Pocket 3, jump to that video right away using the timestamp I have below. And I also want to show you and recap the underground car meets as well. So let's go get the tickets first. There we go. Wow, there's a lot of people. Korean SEMA after all, isn't it? The world famous suspension, K&W. Well, fingers crossed, I definitely want to bring this over to my shop as well. Recaro, of course. It is the Recaro I'm shooting, all right, you guys? I am shooting the Recaro, and that is the RSGK2. I am reviewing the car seats, all right? Don't get me wrong. Tiny Bots, they are the Red Films, very aggressive on their marketing here in Korea. This right here is the main show of it all. Check this out. Big shout out to Peaches making this a reality here in Korea. If it's not Peaches, nobody would have been able to pull this off. I can tell you that. The Genesis Coupe. I'm not really going to name all of the cars. You guys probably can tell already. And a lot of people actually came down for this car right here. Liberty Walk GTR. It's not just the GTR, but also pretty sure you guys have met him already on social media. This is Kato-san's Liberty Walk F40 wide body. I know there's a lot of love and hate on this car. I don't blame you, but what's your thought about this car? That hanging thing, that is the main stage for this event. That is the Pony Driftback from Peaches. Let's go check that out. This is where everyone's attention is at, but mine sits right over here. Made and handcrafted by Peaches themselves. Look at this. Oh my god, look at this. It's my first time seeing this car in person as well. So made from bottom up in Korea. What's under the hood and the bonnet is another KDM engine straight from BK, Genesis Coupe. Pretty much everything you can see inside out of this car is Korean, except for some of those Recaro seats and all. And you guys know this is what's up. Cars, not so much about the ladies and girls. Event, the show, truly for cars. This is something that we car enthusiasts here in Korea have been craving for very long time. So that being said, let me show you other cars that are on display. And this is the footage shot by the Pony Driftback. Inserting the footage right now. I want to show you the car in action, but all right. This is the car that actually won numbers of awards from the world-renowned auto show. Very good seeing you, E46 M3 wide body. You can pause the video, go through the spec of the car. I actually have shot video on this car already, like years ago at its garage when it was being built. But even back then, the car was already complete with the build. One of a kind you don't see here in Korea. This car has been around the world. This car's been in Poland, in Japan. That is what's up. The brand new tires on a show car. Big shout out to BC Racing here in Korea. He does it right. This is what's up. This is how you do it. Just like many cars are, it's so much better seeing this car underground in person on streets than in showrooms. But boy, I gotta give it to this one. You guys are probably seeing all the excitement and hype around the car. This is heaven on earth. Just can't believe I am seeing this in person here in Korea. Another one from Peaches. They made it from bottom up. And this actually had the livery called Lift to Offend. Once again, I know all this. Big fan, big #1 fan of Peaches from day one. So I actually have met that car a few times. And this G-Body M4 with loaded Adro body kits on. I'll show you the front in a moment. And GR Supra, you guys don't need me mentioning the names of the cars, right? Look at this. And the wheels too, lovely. Not for everybody indeed. So this is the Adro. And it's not just about the looks when it comes to Adro. They actually test everything. This is the company that fits the slogan, form follows function. And so it's not just the body kit for the aesthetic looks, but it is also to enhance and increase your aerodynamics and use of the car on tracks, spirited performance driving. And Peaches is also a main distributor here in Korea for Innostack. My Z's rep is also from Innostack as well. Doing it right, you just gotta be at the right place. The Instagram, he probably has shot it, sucking everybody in. That exhaust note. And that's how thirsty we were, you see that? Because here in Korea, if you rev your car in a public parking lot, you're gonna find your ass in the jail the next morning. What this is saying is that you're not supposed to start up your car and rev. And we're at an auto show. You do deserve a good beauty shot. Murcielago, daddy's back. Look at this. This bucket seat right here, Recaro RMS, it's all customized for Peaches. The Huracan STO, got the Peaches written on it. You probably have seen this car here and there if you are a big Peaches fan. The same thing for this Lancer Evo. Met this car a few times. I actually also have been on a spirited run with this car too. This car can drive, of course. And last but not least, this is the S2000 from Peaches as well. This is my friend's. Big shout out to Corey. He actually came up with a carbon GT spoiler. His S2000 right here. Forget about the wing, but look at that mount. And that is what's really important when it comes to the GT spoiler. Maybe it's brand new, I don't know, but there is no dent whatsoever. Seems like been doing a good job dissipating the Force RWB. We have 3 RWBs here in Korea. This one has the name called Hangang, which is Han River of South Korea. Maybe that's where the blue theme comes from. A beautiful rotiform wheels on. I actually also have visited Dowon when Nakai-san was here in Korea, builds of these 2 cars. And before these RWBs, there is the first RWB here in Korea from Peaches, of course, and its name is Bato, and that is actually the #1 RWB here in Korea. And I can go on and on forever with these cars for the obvious reason. This is what, like 3-mile bumper? Is it 5 miles? And there sits the tiny license plate right there. Peaches came up with this side mirror as well. They made it. This is fully customized and some beautiful interior shots. 308 GTS. I can spend hours in this Peaches booth alone. Alpina B10. Maybe 1 of 1. This is actually from a YouTube channel called Legendary, and they also have been pulling a lot of great car meets since. The beautiful color for Alpina. Look at that. Another friend of mine, GR86. He actually wrapped and worked on this car himself. F80 M3, still a charm. More GR Supra. I love this wrap color though. Wow. I mean, I knew. Of course, it has to be Innostack. And it's got the giant, oh my god, I thought that was the end, but it's got the giant front splitters too. You know, this is what's up when the car actually has the GoPro mount right in the middle. Another friend of mine, E92 M3. There's another Instagram guy right here. Check him out. More GR Supra. This is another friend of mine. Seems like all my friends have their cars on a display. More BMW M's. Pretty much M's on this aisle, isn't it? So M's. So that's another Toyota M, and that's another M. Toyota M on the background, except for the GR86 all the way back. This is Grenadier. The car comes in like this from the factory. And it's got the AT tires on, all serious about the off-road. This car can take you to places. The bird eye view of the Peaches booth, and they are killing it as always, just lovely. It's right here. So I was wondering where the Bato was. So this is the #1 RWB here in Korea. Bato I told you about. It was actually sitting right here at Peaches booth. So RWB Peaches is also official distributor for RWB. They also own and run RWB Korea. So this is the first car to be named and plated RWB, but it was not made in Korea. It happened during the time of pandemic, so it was actually built elsewhere. I believe it was built in Japan, has been brought back to Korea, but that does not change the fact that this is the first RWB. You see that steering wheel right there? I have that on my Z as well. Crazy negative offset steering wheel, the racing steering wheel, which I have on my Z. I wish to bring this on my shop as well, these merch. Let me know if you like these. I'll see what I can do, but maybe one day. Peaches has some crazy, amazing drops. Look at these. They got some RWB goodies. Love this hat. And of course, the decals and the team, the RWB. Also, the fragrances currently have their RWB build video on, you see? So that is Hangang, the one I showed you, sitting right over there. Car Round, they also participate in the race, the An Cup here in Korea, but they also specialize and is the main distributor for the Mini GT, as you can see. On the right, Modified Diecast. Probably the name explains it all. So I assume they have the diecasts on modified cars. Is that what I'm gonna find? So see how enthusiastic he is? Wow. I don't see any modified cars, but right there, scan the QR codes, check them out. Just look at this beautiful tiny diecasts. KGM used to be SsangYong, is now acquired by KG Group, and it's called KG Mobility. So you probably have seen a few review videos on my channel. This is Action, the latest car from KGM. They have the cars on this display, and this is KGM Con, the largest ultimate luxury car you can get from KGM. So it's also really great seeing these manufacturers coming in, showing support and love. Yeah, you could say that this car looks so much similar to that, but it is unique and it is one of a kind. So much better in person, and I love the proportion that this has. Fingers crossed you'll get this as soon as possible. You will love it. This is the real deal. One of a kind, not a car that you see every single day here in Korea. Look at this Terreno, and it does not stop there actually, because there is another version that you might be fooled. RX-7, I'll come back to that. Miata and Elantra ends, but this is the one I've been meaning to show you. It has the 11 written on it, but something is off with this car, isn't it? So this is actually the car called XZ here in Korea, and it kind of resembles the Toyota 86, doesn't it? So that is the reason why the owner decided to decorate it up like this, AE86 in KDM version, if you will. You guys are going to be asking me how and where to find these events, right? DM me on Instagram at Cars in Korea. I also have a Google Calendar where I list events like this. You can check out all the events on that Google Calendar. A Sylvia, Fast and Furious inspired car, doesn't it? Look at these photos. And Supra, not going to pinpoint out that automatic part, but it's a beautiful car. Thanks for adding on to the scene here in Korea. Big shout out to Lewis Steel. All the work here you see, made in-house work of the Lewis Steel. They're also really big on YouTube. If you are a car enthusiast, you know how much work is put behind this car. It is literally a living art, a piece of artwork. It's not just the cars, but choppers and bikes as well. And there's more Instagram right here. I actually want to meet this guy. Like, the photo is everywhere wherever I go. The Viper is just sitting here gently. They got the style. Tesla Korea's first time bringing their Tesla out to an auto show, and that's also including the Cybertruck, first official Cybertruck from Tesla Korea. It is a big car. You guys probably already see this on the streets in the United States and North America, but not so much here in Korea. There is not a car that actually has the official license plate here in Korea that can run around. So that is exactly where my channel comes in, you know? Seeing the car here in Korea first ever in the world, where the rest of the world takes about half a year to reach other parts of the globe. And what Cybertruck is already being driven on the streets of the United States, but it's the first time here in Korea people are checking this out. Look at this, the hype around it is crazy. Everybody's just trying to get a capture of it. And this guy too made its way to Korea. You actually need to QR scan in order to get in. Ioniq 5N line. It almost got me fooled. I thought it was Ioniq 5N. Look at the setup this car is running. Volk Racing TE37 with the gigantic 4-pot calipers on, and also all-terrain. Yeah, it is AT tires. Taking this on a off-road in an EV, look at the stretch that this car has. This is what modified cars are. Not sure if Volk Racing was designed for the off-road, but well, it certainly will get the job done. They have the same theme, I guess, huh? So got some off-roads and got some muds on the wheels and tires. The i3 with a bit of aggressive body kits on. Not my best taste, to be honest. True Korea-inspired design. The last car I thought I would see with Korean combination on, that is this Mustang. Only the King's Dress had this design on his outfit, and it's got it on this Mustang. Look at this. It's got the Korean letterings written on it with the big ass calipers and the wheels. Love the taste. Maybe it's paint, I am not sure. It could actually be wrap. I think it could be paint. I think it could be paint. Beautiful job that the owner has done. I am ready, set, good to go. So it is all connected right there. So gonna fly this thing momentarily. It's happening. So this is the sound you can expect to hear. Let's go test it out. That dude is supposed to follow me. It's standstill position. So I'm still actually learning. Look at that. It is actually chasing me. All automatic. Come on, come on. Control this thing. Follow me, follow me. Come on up here. Come on this way. Come on, come on. Push back, push back. So let's actually run. See if that can follow me all right. Don't want to bump into the car, so come on over here. Look at that, look at you. So they don't know it's actually drone. I'm sorry, this is the best I can actually offer given the time frame and all. Ioniq 5N. You know what? He wasn't really my, that was the same color as my guy, so I thought it was actually my friend. And this is actually Hyundai Grandeur Azera, and that is the first model actually. All right, so follow me right here. Let's go. Wow, look at this thing on the escalator, and it's just following me. Keep it up, no problem. Oh my God. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, this way. Do not crash. All right, do not crash. Coming out this way. All right, so low battery, return to home promptly. All right, I am going to stop you right here.